Unit 3 Wildlife. Hello everyone, hello students, it's me again. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you can call me Teacher Erin. So, how are you guys doing? Are you guys in a good condition? Good shape? I hope so. I wish all of you had an amazing day today, so we can have a fun learning together. Alright, so for today's video, it meant for year 5 students like always, which I'm going to teach you a same topic today, which is topic our Unit 3 Wildlife. Wildlife. We are still in this topic because our lesson is still not finished, not done yet. So that's why. So can I ask you, are you still remember what we learned in my past video? Don't you dare to forget, yeah. We learned about superlative adjective in my last video, right? So can I ask you, are you have any pets at home? If yes, what kind of pet is it? What kind of animals is it? Is it cat, rabbit, dog? Alright, so here are the several pictures of wild animals. So we have tiger, snakes, elephants, and many more. So now let me show you a simple true or false sentences about wildlife. Okay, so the first one. Tiger is the fastest animal on land. Is it true or false? False. Camels store water in their humps. Is it true or false? True. Third. Whale is the biggest animal on earth. Yes. Crocodiles carry their young on their back. No. Tortoise is a mammal. No. Malaysia is famous with clownfish. No. Okay, now if you have your textbook or student's book with you, please open it and use it along together. You can refer to page 32. So this is the textbook that we are going to use. Like always, English Plus 1 Second Edition Year 5 Students Book. So like I said just now, we are going to learn about something new, which is our main focus today. Main grammar today is modal auxiliary verbs. Repeat after me, students. Modal auxiliary verbs. But let me remind you, our main skill for today is listening, and our complementary skill is speaking. So we will do activity that is related to listening and speaking only. Alright, are you guys understand, students? So without wasting any more time, let's get started. But before that, let me show you our objective, content standard, and learning standards for our lesson today. Objective. First, to talk about wild animals by using flashcards. Second objective are to describe the ability of animals by using modal auxiliary verbs. And the last objective, number 3, is to identify which animals are related by listening to the audio given. Content standards. Main skill to understand meaning in a variety of familiar contexts. Complementary skill. Understand a variety of linear and non-linear print and digital text by using appropriate reading strategies. Learning standards. Main skill. Understand a sequence of supported questions. Complementary skill. Use with support familiar print and digital resources to check meaning. Before we start our lesson, we will watch and listen to this video of wildlife. Are you excited? So let's start. Now let's see the vocabulary of the day. Are you ready? Here we go. First we have alligator. Alligator. Second, elephant. Elephant. Third we have flamingo. Flamingo. Fourth, giraffe. Giraffe. Next we have gorilla. Gorilla. Next is hippo. 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 Kangaroo. 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 Lion. 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 Next we have monkey. Monkey. Ostrich. 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 Panda. 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 Penguin. 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 Rabbit. 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 Rhino. 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 Tiger. 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 The last one we have zebra. 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 Now we will do our first activity together, which is we are going to talk about animals by using flashcards shown by me. We'll test the animal's name, spell it one by one together, and test the ability of each animal. Alright, are you guys understand? So now let's start to describing it. So, what can they do? Let's start. What can ostriches do? What can ostriches do? We all know that ostriches can't fly, tidak boleh terbang, but they can do something very fast. So what they can do very fast? Ostriches can run fast. Ostriches can run fast. Next, we have camels. Camels. So, what can camels do? What can camels do? We all know that camels can store the water in their body. So, camels can survive without water. Camels can survive without water. Next, we have scorpion. Scorpion. What can scorpions do? What can scorpions do? We all know that the small scorpions are the more dangerous and poisonous it is. Hence, scorpions can kill humans. Scorpions can kill humans. Now, let's get back to our lesson. Alright, first thing first. What do you know about modal auxiliary verbs? What is modal auxiliary verbs? I guess all of you must be really wondering, right? So let's learn it together. Okay, so like you all have know or doesn't know, let me tell you. Modal auxiliary is an auxiliary verb such as can, must, might, may that is characteristically used with a verb of predication and expresses a modal modification, and that in English differs formally from other verbs in lacking s and ing forms. So, what is a modal verb? Modal auxiliary verbs is a verb that is used with another verb to express a mood or situation, such as can and can't. A small group of auxiliary verbs called the modal verbs or modal auxiliary verbs, modal auxiliaries or simply modals, are only used in combination with ordinary verbs. A modal verb change the other verb's meaning to something different from simple fact. Modal's job may to express permission, ability, prediction, possibility, or necessity. The principal modal verbs are can, could, may, might, must, ought, shall, should, will, and would. But today we will be only focusing on can and can't. For your information, can is boleh in Malay, boleh. Can't, cannot is tidak boleh in Malay. So here's the example of it in sentences. For example, cheetah can run faster than tiger. Second, you can play guitar. Third, Ali can't go to school today because he is sick. Fourth, fish can't live on land. Since we are going to learn about grammar, modal auxiliary verbs, so let's watch this animated and fun video together regarding to our main grammar today for a more and a better understanding towards it. Are you excited? So without any further ado, so let's start.
Modal verbs, such possibilities. Words like must make it happen, that's called sanity. Modal verbs, if you're 100 then you swim. May shows permission and you're able to, it can tell the might if you're just not sure. Wanna fight it, then just you should. It's possible, wait, might, may, or could. Some modals give options, some give you clarity. Modal verbs go can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Modal verbs, such possibilities. Words like must make it happen, that's called sanity. Modal verbs, if you're 100 then you swim. May shows permission and you're able to, it can tell the might if just not sure. Wanna find it, then just use should. It's possible, it might, may, it could. Some modals give options, some give you clarity. What the verbs go? Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Bam 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 bam. Show certainty, show certainty, possibility, possibility. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. Can, may, should, will, might, would, shall, must, and could. What the verbs go?
Next, the modal verbs are different from ordinary verbs in several ways. First, they have no inflection at all. That is, they lack in ing form and ed form, and even an s form for the third person singular second. A modal verb is always followed by the infinitive form of a verb unless that verb has already been stated but never follows another verb. Third, modal verbs do not follow to and are not followed by to or to, like the near modal verb have to is special case. In their simple form, modal verbs normally refer to present or future time, which is in sentences are the first one, I must be nearly there by now. Second, I might arrive a bit later than I would anticipated. Third, a trip like this can take hours more than one expects. So, like I said earlier, there are 9 modal auxiliary verbs, which are we have shall, should, can, could, will, would, may, must, and might. There are also quasi-modal auxiliary verbs, which are ought to, need to, has to. Why only quasi? Because the 9 modals sit before the base form. Like example, shall go, I should go, and etc. But with ought or need or has, we have to insert a to. Like example, ought to go, it needs to be done, it has to be April, said at the onset of a shower, prompting inference. We also have the verb to do can be used as a modal verb or a main verb. In this sentence, to do is be used as a main verb and can is be used as a modal verb. For example, you can do it, whereas in this example, do is used as a modal verb. Second example is, you do know how to sing. Remember, however, that do can be used as a modal verb only if there is no other modal verb present in the sentence. Here, as you can see, more examples of it. Here, as you can see, more examples of it. The correct and incorrect sentences of it. For your information, there are also adverbs of frequency with modal verbs and auxiliary verbs, which is in sentence, we have to put the adverbs of frequency after it before the main verb. For example, like this. The first example are, you must always try your best. Second, we can usually find a seat on our train. Third example are, there should never be rude to customers. The same rule applies for an auxiliary verb. The adverb of frequency goes between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. For example, in sentences are, the first one, I have never visited Turkey. Second, he's always taking things from my desk. It's really annoying. And the last one, you had rarely arrived late at work until yesterday. So as you can see, there are used auxiliary verb and adverb of frequency there. Next, I will show you the type of modal verbs. We have ability, permission, advice, obligation, and possibility. So as you can see, I pair with their couple of modal verbs, which is like example, ability, the modal verbs are can and could. Permission, can, could, may. Advice, should. Obligation, must, have to. Possibility, might, may, could, can. So, this is the examples of modal auxiliary verbs in sentences. You can read it on your own. Now, let's do our second activity together, which is we are going to talk and describe about the ability of animals by using modal auxiliary verbs such as can for positive use and con for negative use, and it is for the ability. You just learn about it, right? So I think there will be no problem at all. So let's start describing it. Okay, the first one we have tiger. So let's see the description of it. Tiger can swim up to 6 kilometers. A tiger's roar can't be heard from more than 4 miles away. Next we have a dog. Dog can carry out farm work, provide security, hunt, and be loyal. Dog can't live more than 60 years. Next we have dolphin. Dolphin can whistling and clicking to communicate with each other. Dolphin can't breathe underwater like normal fish. Alright, now it's time for exercise. You just learned about modal auxiliary verbs, right? So now let's do exercises together. Can you do it, students? All you have to do is to answer all of the questions of modal auxiliary verbs in the exercise given by listening to the audio. Make sure to answer it carefully, alright? So now let's begin. Complete the sentence with can or can't, so they are true for you. The first questions, I jump high. So what is the answer? I can jump high. Second, my dad climbed a tree. So the answer is my dad can climb a tree. Number 3, my mom speaks 3 languages. So can your mom? The answer is can't. My mom can't speak 3 languages. My best friend swim 1000 meters. So the answer is can't. My best friend can't swim 1000 meters. Number 5, my grandmother use a computer. So the answer is my grandmother can't use a computer. Number 6, my teacher can count to 100 in Italian. Now let's answer this quiz together. Number 1, can elephants hear with their ears and their feet? Yes, they can. Number 2, How big can a gorilla grow? Answer is C. 250 kilos. Number 3. Some scorpions are dangerous. Can a scorpion kill a human? The answer is some can and some can't. Number 4. Camels don't drink a lot of water. How many months can a camel survive without water? The answer is 6 months. Number 5. How far can eagle see? It can see a small animal from a distance of 1 kilometer. Number 6. Ostriches can't fly, but how fast can they run? The answer is 65 kilometers an hour. Now let's move to our second exercises, which we are going to listen to an audio regarding to the animals' conversations. So you students need to identify which animals are related by listening to the audio, the conversation given. So you have to listen to it carefully, alright? So now let's begin to the exercise. Let's start.
Hi Simon, do you want to play our animal identification game?
Sure.
Okay. Look at the photo. What do you think it is?
I've got no idea. It looks like a frog. Is it a frog?
No, it isn't. In fact, it's a kind of fish.
Really? That's a very strange fish.
Hi Ray, do you want to play an animal identification game?
Yes, okay.
Okay, listen to this please. What animal do you think this is?
I don't know. It sounds like a dog.
Listen again.
I know. Is it a wolf?
Yes, it is.
Hi Lane, would you like to play an animal ID game?
Yes, why not?
Okay. Listen and tell us what animal you hear.
Right. That's a strange sound. I've got no idea. Maybe it's an elephant?
No, it's a camel.
Alright, so based on the interview video with Simon, Ray and Leanne, which 3 animals that they have mentioned in the video. So let's find it together, identify it together. The first one, the interview with Simon, he mentioned a fish, and next followed by Ray. What animals that he mentioned? Ray mentioned a wolf, and after that followed by Leanne. She had no clue what animal sound it was, but actually the sound it is from animals. A camel. That's all. Well done everyone. So, for summary and conclusion, here it is. You have to know that can is something that you are able to do, and can't for something that you are not able to do. Alright? Success criteria. By end of this lesson, the students should be able to talk about wild animals by using flashcards. Second, the students should be able to describe the ability of animals by using modal auxiliary verbs. And the last one, by end of this lesson, the students should be able to identify which animals are related by listening to the audio given. So I think that's all for our lesson today. Are you enjoying the lesson, students? and I hope you learned a lot from my video. I guess all of you can already use, understand and implement some of modal auxiliary verbs in your life, right? Very, very good. So, before we end our lessons for today, I will tell you our moral values for today's lesson, which is we must take a good care of our pets, not be mean even to stray animals because they are still a living thing, and we must be caring for animals that needs help. So I shall see you guys on my next video next week. Don't forget to study and do your revisions, okay? Also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and a big thumbs up would be very appreciated. Alright, bye. Take care, stay safe, and I love you students.